Yes. எந்தையும் தாயும் மகிழ்ந்து குலாவி இருந்ததும் இந்நாடே. அதன் முந்தையர் 1000 ஆண்டுகள் வாழ்ந்து முடிந்ததும் இந்நாடே. அவர் சிந்தையில் 1000 எண்ணம் வளர்ந்து சிறந்ததும் இந்நாடே. இதை வந்தனை கூறி மனதில் இருத்தி என் வாயுர வாழ்த்தேனோ. இதை வந்தே மாதரம் என்று வணங்கி. People who are familiar with Tamil literature know that this was composed by the great poet Mahakavi Subramanya Bharati, who sang about getting freedom even 3.5 decades before India attained independence. He said, "Engum Sudhandiram என்பதே பேச்சு, நம் எல்லோரும் சமம் என்பது உறுதியாச்சு." Now in this song, he says that, well, my father and my mother grew up and fondled each other in this land. And the previous generations together, all were born here and grew up here. And let me offer my prayers to this land by saying, Vande Mataram. Now, if new people have started believing that this is going to be a patriotic session where I'm going to play patriotic songs, no. It is going to be, as I mentioned in the promo video, it's going to be a mix of compositions of ILaiyaraaja in different languages. And I did this the same last year. Generally, I don't repeat a theme. One of the persons here keeps saying that, Mr. Karthik. But here, I thought of repeating it because this theme is very, very attractive to me. And secondly, generally people wherever you see, go to YouTube, go anywhere, people talk only about his Tamil compositions. What about other languages? He has done some marvels in other languages. So let us get started. And surprises you will know. And also at the end of the session, somebody can tell me, of course, passport 1 or 2 decoded almost properly, but you can also tell me the common link, or there is some common factor in the songs. And the bonus you will know at the end of the session, because that will be the last. Okay, I'll be totally playing 12 songs, of course, with some explanations, some minor technical details where required, but not too much of too many technical details wherever required. Yes, and as I said, I will be narrating some stories. Last time, I think people were so enthused about the stories I said. I also earned a good tag of good storyteller. Thank you so much. So let us get going. Not many people know that Raaja sir did 12 movies in Hindi. Not 1 or 2, 12 movies. People just remember him, associating him with Sadma or Pa Now, Chini Kam and all these Balki movies, but he had done some other movies as well. Now, and generally the perception is that ILaiyaraaja is not known much, or not little known, or not known at all in the north of India. Actually, just to disprove that fact, there is somebody here from Uttar Pradesh who has been attending the session for the last 3 months, and she's shown so much of interest in that. And apart from that fact, people in the north, that is musicians, many have copied, of course. I'm not getting that. One of the sessions I said that, but some of the legends have a lot of respect for ILaiyaraaja. Now, once a playback singer, a playback singer, who also has sung for ILaiyaraaja just one song, he was translating what that legend, that Hindi legend from the Hindi music field, a great legend, was saying. He was speaking in Hindi, rather Urdu. And this person was a linguist, so he was translating. But at one point, this was a celebration to honor Mr. ILaiyaraaja after scoring the symphony. Now, at one point he stopped. He said, No, I will not translate this. But that gentleman, that legend said, no, you must do this. And with reluctance, he said this. So this legend, it seems said that I have a lot to learn from this gentleman. So time permitting, and if I'm able to spend time in Madras, yes, Rajesh, don't let the cat out of the bag. I know everybody knows, but I'm building up the story. So please don't break the suspense for heaven's sake. Okay, thank you very much. Now, this legend said that, yeah, I would like to spend time with him in Madras to learn music. ILaiyaraaja mentions in his book that rather than feeling proud, he felt like a worm. You know why? Because such a great legend saying such things to him, and he really did feel that he deserved it. The greatness of Naushad ji and of course ILaiyaraaja. And after that, Naushad ji spent a lot of time in ILaiyaraaja's house, and he also narrated his personal story as to how he got into he got into film music, and how outside a theater he was sleeping on a bench. And after a movie became a super hit because of music, of course, Naushad ji, of course, it seems the press was hounding him, and he was mobbed by the media, but he kept looking at that bench, and people were asking him, why are you looking there? Why are you looking there? No, I'm going back to those days when, as a poor man who was not even able to eat properly, I was sleeping on that bench. And now the movie for which I scored music has become a super hit. So from there to here, how long it took and what exactly happened. So I'm reminiscing about that. Right. That is Naushad ji for you. Now, let us get on with the session with a song, which of course is related to story. How? You will know. Okay. First ever song of Raaja Deepam 29. ILaiyaraaja, the national musician.
सोमू सोमू वो कहानी सुनाओ ना, तुमने कहा था।
कहानी?
हाँ।
कौन सी कहानी रे?
वो जब हरिप्रसाद कीचड़ में गिर पड़ा था। हाँ। कहानी था लोमड़ी की क्या?
लोमड़ी क्या? वो लोमड़ी नहीं, गीदड़ की कहानी है वो।
हाँ, सुनाओ ना।
उतरो, उधर बैठो, जाओ।
सुनाओ ना। मारते क्यों रहते हो हर वक्त?
और क्या? पैर नीचे रख, रख नीचे। कहानी सुननी है कि नहीं? तो ये दिया बंद करो। गीदड़ की कहानी। कौन सी कहानी?
गीदड़ की कहानी। सुनाओ ना।
एक दफा एक जंगल था, एक दफा एक जंगल था, उस जंगल में एक गिदड़ था, बड़ा लोफर, बड़ा लीचड़, आवारा।
अच्छा?
जंगल पर एक बत्ती थी, उस बत्ती में वो जाता था रोजाना रोजाना। एक दफा एक जंगल था, उस जंगल में एक गिदड़ था, बड़ा लोफर, बड़ा लीचड़, आवारा। एक दफा उस बस्ती के कुत्तों ने उसको देख लिया,
क्या हुआ सोमो?
इस मोड़ से उसको दौड़ाया, उस मोड़ पे जाके घेर लिया। जब कुछ न सूझा गीदड़ को दीवार के ऊपर से कूदा। कुछ नहीं हुआ, चिंता नहीं बालिका। अच्छा, कहानी कहां तक पहुंची?
सोमो गिर पड़ा।
सोमो नहीं, गीदड़। उस पार किसी का आंगन था, आंगन में नील की हांडी थी, हांडी थी। वो नीली थी, क्या थी?
नीली थी।
उस नील में यूं गिरा गीदड़, सब हो गया कीचड़ ही कीचड़। अरे कीचड़, सब कीचड़, कीचड़, सब कीचड़। कुत्ते जब भौंक के भाग गए, गीदड़ जी हांडी से निकले।
हाँ।
और धूप चढ़े जंगल पहुंचे, ऊपर से नीचे तक नीले।
अच्छा।
हाँ, सब जानवर देखे डरने लगे। ये कौन है, कैसा जानवर है?
हाँ, मुझे पता है।
क्या पता है?
गीदड़।
चुप बुद्धू। कहां से आ गई? हाँ, सब जानवर देख के डरने लगे। ये कौन है, कैसा जानवर है? दिखने में नीला दिखता है, अंदर से लाल बुझक्कड़ है। गीदड़ ने भी चालाकी की।
क्या किया?
मोटी आवाज में गुर्राया, मैं राजा हूं, मैं राजा हूं अब जंगल का। मुझको भगवान ने भिजवाया। संभाल के। शेर की धुन भी हिलने लगी और मुंह से बस निकला, हेलो। बंदर का मुंह लाल होता है ना?
हाँ।
डर के मारे निकला, येलो। जितने थे जंगल में वो सब गीदड़ का पानी भरने लगे।
क्यों?
हाँ, समझे कोई अवतार है वो और उसकी सेवा करने लगे। जाम पना, आलम पना, उमराव जानो दीदार यार तशरीफ ला रहे हैं। मारूंगा तुझे। बहुत दिनों के बाद एक दिन कुछ ऐसा हुआ उस जंगल में। धड़ाम धुड़ुम डरती क्यों?
तुम शोर क्यों कर रहे हो?
मैं शोर नहीं करूंगा, मैं तो बिजली हूँ, बिजली।
बिजली? तुम तो गीदड़ थे ना?
गीदड़? अच्छा, मैं तो सब कुछ हूँ।
अच्छा।
मत करो। और बस
बस बोलो।
सावन के महीने में एक दिन कुछ गीदड़ मिलकर गाने लगे। नीले गीदड़ को जोश आया, बिरादरी पर इतराने लगे और झूम के जब आलाप लिया, नेरेगा नेरे नेरेगा। अरे बाप रे, पहचाने गए और पकड़े गए। हर एक ने खूब पिटाई की, सब रंग उतर गए राजा के और सब ने खूब धुलाई की। ले दनादन, ले दनादन, ले दनादन, बोल बोल बोल,
Yeah, Sadma, of course. Most of you would recognize the voices, Kamala Hassan and Sridevi. And I really wonder how this was composed, because it runs for nearly 7 minutes, more than 7 minutes. And I don't know how we taught, because as Balaji mentioned, well, the Tamil version is totally different. That actually reminds me, when the Sadma audio was released, somebody wrote in Kumudam, I think I told in one of the sessions as well. He said, just listen to that one song, Surmai Akhiyon Mein, and then he said, oh, Raja sir doesn't have, ILaiyaraaja doesn't, not Raja sir, ILaiyaraaja doesn't have creativity. He's repeated everything. Actually, only that tune was retained, and that Ponnini Murugade to a little extent. But even in the Hindi version of Kanne Kale Mane, he had changed the instruments now and then. People who listen to him carefully will know, and people who just want to attack will always be attacking. That doesn't matter. And so it's totally different from the Narikada we hear in Moonram Pirai. So when I watched the movie, I was actually that was the first time I'm listening to this song that time. And I was pleasantly surprised to listen to this. And after Sridevi's passing away, when Raja sir made that statement, he said, I still remember her singing in my music, that recording. He actually referred to the Moonram Pirai thing. And then he said how enthusiastic she was. Of course, people with pure Hindi accent, one is of course here, would definitely will be able to find some flaws in the South Indian pronunciation. Please pardon. Okay. Anyway, that's a very good effort from both of them. So that's about it. Now let us move on to the next episode, next incident. R.D. Burman, who all of you know, composer I respect a lot, was a great admirer of ILaiyaraaja. Somehow they became very close friends, and when SPV used to say, whenever he visited Bombay, it seems Burman would ask, how is Raja? How is Raja? How is Raja? Every time. Now, Sigappu Rojakkal, a movie directed by Bharati Raja, was made as Red Rose in Hindi. Rajesh Khanna, I don't remember the heroine's name. And of course, it was an utter flop, because I can't imagine Rajesh Khanna substituting Kamala Hassan. Anyway, that's a different issue. I'm not a Kamal fan I was, not now anyway, just to clarify. So no bias here. Okay, now, somehow the producer, as usual, those that bias, he didn't agree for taking ILaiyaraaja to score music. Of course, he went into Hindi film music only because of Balamendra in '83. Before that, he kept away. So R.D. Burman scored music. Now that re-recording, as I was mentioning in my previous session, re-recording is parlance used in Indian films for background music. Now we call BGM, but those days it was still re-recording, because songs were recorded first, film was shot, and then recorded again for mixing music. Now, Bharati Raja, it seems, told ILaiyaraaja they were very good friends. So he said, well, I'm not too happy with R.D. Burman's background music. So can you please do it for me? Because Tamil version, if you remember, people who have watched the movie know how music played a significant role in that movie. ILaiyaraaja refused. He said, no. if you wanted me, you should have taken me. Since you didn't take me, sorry, I can't score, just the background score. But he went to Bombay at the invitation of Bharati Raja just to watch that re-recording, and R.D. Burman was there. And they were just talking. And then R.D. Burman, it seems, said, well, I'm planning to use about 25, 30 instruments for this scene. And then he asked Raja, what did you do? How many did you use? He said 5. It was that. What? Kidding? For a horror movie? He said, no. Actually, the entire movie, he used only 6 instruments. The entire movie, and look at the effects. And it seems R.D. Burman said, I'm requesting you, can you please conduct this, at least for this sequence, can you please conduct music? And that orchestra was actually, they were shocked, because R.D. Burman, all said and done, was a senior musician, but still humility. He said, can you please do it? He politely refused. He said, you do it. So, and this went on, and then the story doesn't end there. Of course, all of you know, I've said this many times, and it comes out in many forums also. Sundari Kannal or Sethi was recorded at Bombay. R.D. Burman's orchestra played, and then after the first BGM, that is the first interlude, all of them kept their instruments and applauded for the kind of music. And that evening, when there was a party, of course, this gentleman is absolutely away from all that, but SPV was a flamboyant person, so he was there. And so it seems those people, once they were drunk, used all kinds of language, of course, in a very friendly manner. It seems they told SPV, for heaven's sake, you and Raja, please don't come here, because this is getting too much. The kind of notes he gives and the kind of discipline, we are all used to coming late, but 7 o'clock sharp, and not a single mistake. He doesn't allow even a very minute mistake. For heaven's sake, both of you, please keep away from Bombay. Okay, right. So let us get on with the next song, which is the first surprise. First surprise. Listen to this. It is a pledge. Now on Independence Day, let us take a pledge. Now listen to this. Let me see how many of you know this song, and then we come back.
मैं ईश्वर को साक्षी मानकर शपथ लेता हूँ कि मैं सदा सत्य बोलूंगा, निर्भय बनूंगा तथा धर्म के रास्ते पे चलूंगा। मैं देश की जनता की सेवा करूंगा, संविधान संरक्षक पालन के अनुसार करूंगा। मैं पुलिस विभाग के पदाधिकारियों का सम्मान करूंगा, उनके आदेशों का पालन करूंगा। शैतानों का है ये जहां, हैवानों की है दास्तां। शैतानों का है ये जहां,
देखो क्या दिया, तुमने देखो क्या लिया, तुमने देखो क्या किया, बस दबा के कर दिया। आग से उठता है ये धुआं, जल जाएगा ये गुलसिता। शैतानों का
रास्ते पे चलूंगा, मैं देश की जनता की सेवा करूंगा, संविधान संरक्षक पालन के अनुसार करूंगा, मैं पुलिस विभाग के पदाधिकारियों का सम्मान करूंगा, उनके आदेशों का पालन करूंगा।
हालत होगी क्या पर जाकी, खुद लूटेगा जो बादशाह। कब सोचोगे कब पहुंचोगे, राहों में है ये कारवां। नौजवा जागो जरा, क्या भला है क्या बुरा, खुद करो ये फैसला, जाग जा रे जाग जा।
आग से उठता है ये धुआं, जल जाएगा ये गुलसिता। शैतानों का है ये जहां, हैवानों की है दास्तां। जुल्म है हर तरफ, जुल्म है हर तरफ, ये हवा बन गई है जहर। आग से उठता है ये धुआं, जल जाएगा ये गुलसिता।
शैतानों का है ये जगह. How many of you agree? Anyway, one is anyway addressing you, so don't worry. This is from Shiva 2006. Not C, Santosh, Shiva. Which was, of course, Shiva, or first Shiva was made as Udayam, dubbed as Udayam in Tamil. It was shot in Telugu, Nagarjuna and Amla. And yeah, after that, okay, no personal issues here. Anyway, so this was the first surprise. How many of you know that Raaja sir has sung in Hindi and not, I mean, almost close to perfection because he has learned Sanskrit. So that Devanagari is not strange to him. Was anybody aware? Okay, thank you so much, Kripanidhi. Of course, you're very well informed. Thank you very much. Okay, but this is the first surprise. So this is from Shiva, and yes, and I think from Shiva, I've also played. I think in the Hindi session last year, I played one song, beautiful song. No, two songs I played. One during that August 15th last year, which was an original song, and then the Hindi version of Ananda Ragam sung by Shreya Ghoshal, totally different orchestration. Hope you all remember. That was on November 29th. Okay, now just listen. It's a very, very simple orchestration, but still look at the effect it has. synth and original instruments. Look at this. And a beautiful Kiravani. How many can even imagine that it's the same Kiravani which was used in so many hundreds of songs? Oma, Urvalam, and lots and lots. Of course, we are getting one more Kiravani in this session, right? Okay. So the next episode, this will be the last song in Hindi section. Don't worry, I'll have one more Hindi special later on. Of course, I planned for the entire year, so don't worry about all that. Now, this, of course, I will narrate two things. One, I have already narrated, I think, one of the sessions, but doesn't matter. He was scoring, of course, he changed his mind. He scored only background score for a movie called Lajja, which spoke about feminism. And he scored only background score, and it was scored by Budapest Orchestra. And he was in Bombay that day, and he was running temperature. So he was very tired. He cancelled. He was to have traveled to Madras that evening, but he cancelled that flight and he took rest. Rajkumar Santoshi, who was the director, said, please take rest. And that time, there was a message from Madras saying that one of the greatest actors Indian cinema has ever seen, Shivaji Ganeshan, passed away. And Raja sir was very attached to him right from the childhood, and also after he started scoring for his movies, and he was very restless, but still he couldn't get up. And the next day morning, he said he was going with running temperature. He went, and all people who saw that funeral procession know that he was flanked by Rajnikant on one side and Kamal Haasan on the other side. Nobody could have even guessed that he was running a temperature of 1 or 2. Okay. And then one more thing, another great legend, Sri Salil Chowdhury, I'm a huge fan of his as well. ILaiyaraaja has played for some of his songs as well, and he happened to listen to Priya recording of that album called Priya. He said, what kind of sound is this? I have never heard this before in Indian cinema. That was the first time in India that stereophonic recording was happening for music. And he said, my goodness, what sound. And to get blessings from such legends like Naushad and Salil Chowdhury, and of course, from his mentor, his Manasika Guru, S.D. Burman, through his son R.D. Burman, is phenomenal. Right. So now let us first was his story, second was a kind of poem song. So let us listen to something very peppy, right? Get ready to slap. Okay, slap now. Slap.
मवाली नोमो गाली कान का नीचे बजे कवाली तुम एक थप्पड़ थप्पड़ क्यों मैं क्यों ना तुम एक थप्पड़ थप्पड़ यूं या यूं एक थप्पड़ थप्पड़ क्यों ना तुम मैं यूं एक थप्पड़ थप्पड़ आपके गालों जेब से फोकस कर फेस पे निशाना होल्ड ऑन स्टेडी फटाक फटाक और तेज से हथियार ये बिल्कुल फ्री है ना लाइसेंस की कोई फी है पकड़े जाने का ना डर है थप्पड़ तेरा फंडामेंटल राइट गल पे सीधे हाथ का निशाना बदतमीजी ड्रामेबाजी गुंडागर्दी बंद करो जी दुनिया लेजी रख के दो जी ना माने तो दो और दो जी all you need is a hand and a thapad philosophy तुम एक थप्पड़ थप्पड़ यूं मैं यूं ना तुम एक थप्पड़ थप्पड़ यूं या यूं एक थप्पड़ थप्पड़ यूं ना तुम मैं यूं एक थप्पड़ थप्पड़ से पड़ा तो बायां ब्रेन खुलेगा बाएं हाथ का पड़ा तो दायां दांत हिलेगा रिश्वतखोरी सीना जोरी बातें शातें बंद करो जी हाँ जी रखे दो जी ना माने तो दो और दो जी all you need is a hand and a thapad philosophy तुम एक थप्पड़ थप्पड़ यूं मैं यूं ना तुम एक थप्पड़ थप्पड़ यूं या यूं एक थप्पड़ थप्पड़ यूं ना तुम मैं यूं एक थप्पड़ थप्पड़
One thupper if he's mad, two thupper if he's bad, three thupper he'd be so glad, four thupper he'll call you dad. 50 ups and 50 downs, left and right swinging in around. Practice noon and practice night, and baby you get the top part right.
तुम एक थप्पड़ थप्पड़ यूं मैं यूं ना तुम एक थप्पड़ थप्पड़ यूं या यूं एक थप्पड़ थप्पड़ यूं ना तुम मैं यूं एक थप्पड़ थप्पड़ मैं यूं एक थप्पड़ थप्पड़
Some people don't age at all. Age is just a number. Yes, 72-year-old gentleman, when he scored this, and who says he cannot use rap? Who says he cannot use EDM, electronic digital music, and still make it sound beautiful? Thappad, if people who don't know Hindi, is this slap, and very beautiful lyrics, of course. Give Thappad. There was also a movie called Thappad. Tapsi was the heroine, a very different movie. Anyway, that's not scored by ILaiyaraaja. Anyway, this is from Shamita, 2015. Of course, Amitabh Bachchan and Dhanush. I watched the movie. No comments on that, but beautiful song sung by Suraj Jahan and D'Souza. And that rap was recited by D'Souza. Just listen to the second interlude. Just how it goes, that violin. As I said, a beautiful blend of electronic instruments and original instruments. Actually, I'm not sure how many know, he was the pioneer in using digital music and also computerized music. As early as 1981, he used for the battle music of Kalugu, he used synthesizers, and Neendum Kokila BGM used synthesizer. And of course, Punnage Mannan, computerized music. Yes, so it is not actually, as I think in one of the sessions I quoted this, Vallavanakka Pullu Maidam. It's not what, it's not the instrument which matters. It is in whose hands. That is what matters. Listen to EDM from others and listen to this gentleman. No comparison. Okay.